It's better. No, it's really not. The hell?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
New spell. Let's go. I gotta turn that off, dude. Yes. Oh, Accio.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Things in the library. Nothing to be learned at Hogwarts that one cannot learn out in the world. Of course, there's something to be said for even how time whilst learning.
I wouldn't say Professor Howard has a particular affinity for these. Certainly knowledgeable.
Excuse me.
I imagine that's why she keeps...
So I was trying to wake up.
Ugh. What am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora.
Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Revelio.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that
Lumos.
solves the mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. Revelio.
I wonder if it's even
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
Test.
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
I just wish they'd hurry up and
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Revelio.
Excuse me.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Like a moth.
Revelio.
There's simply too much information to our side. Next thing you know, there was a puzzle.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we? Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included. Revelio.
We just sit here and be fine.
You must try it. Can't catch thieves. Woohoo!
What?
Revelio.
Oops.
Lumos.
Do not dally, young friends. Fortune waits not for the slothful.
Revelio.
Excuse me. Jeez. Answer that question. I can jump over this, so apparently automatically healed, so that's good.
Lumos.
Certainly make sure I stay abreast of my homework. Teachers don't like it if you fall behind, especially Weasley.
But my father worked at the ministry, so obviously we're an important family.
My father once nearly died in the fire of a Streeler, so I'd say that beats working at the ministry any day.
What's to say one family's more important than another? I mean, surely it's who has the most money.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
That would be ridiculous.
I suppose you're right. Except...
Lumos.
Except what? You've not got another one of your heroic mother, have you?
Well, some of them do amass quite a bit of wealth on their own, you know.
So do Nifflers. Doesn't mean we should round them up and give them a bomb. Really mastered that one, haven't you?
Lumos.
Life seems rather dull in the hamlets around here. I'd much rather live in a big city like London.
Apparently Marrenweed was having a bit of a poacher problem. I wonder if that's still the case.
Thomas Brown knows more about books than anyone. Well, perhaps not Madame Scribner, but anyone else, I'd say.
I hear other...
Revelio. How nice to see you, my young friend.
But surely those were curdle.
Lumos. Revelio.
Revelio.
Revelio. Lumos. Lumos.
You
That's
can't
the last time I
imagine
ever
how
had an idea that I don't write
invented
down.
flu powder.
Revelio.
I've taken to studying.
Well, let me go through here. What? What? Yeah, okay.
Revelio.
Nice and warm.
Ah.
Just gonna keep clapping. Oh, I want to see him burn himself. And out the ear? Jeez. It's terrible.
Look at me!
Revelio.
Oh, my exams. Not a one of them deserves more than a T. 142 staircases, and this is where they put me. That young'un's now a teacher herself. Wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged geranium.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
Jeez.
Lumos.
It's in the Hufflepuff corridor.
If you put a foot wrong, it's just, well, there's a rather foul odor. Oh dear.
Revelio.
Please do be mindful where you walk, won't you? Only if you step on the wrong tile, there's a... Oh dear.
Revelio.
No, he's there too. Alright.
Lumos.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry! Leave me. I'll do this for all eternity.
The unfairness of being hung here, why it warrants looking into. Foul smell. Housekeepers can procure rancid meat and at once as a word, but one bad whiff here and...
Revelio. Revelio.
If you could just tread carefully, that's all I ask.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Wow.
Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio. What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Oh.
Oh. He just whips it back in.
Revelio.
Revelio. Lumos.
Stupid controller, yo. Come on, man.
Revelio. I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Lumos.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast.
Fuck the wire then. Jesus.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
It can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do, John. I'm already doing this. Levioso, your opponent's assigned to attack or defend your attack.
Say like dudes off the table.
Not
I mean,
bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Lucan Brattleby near the Clock Tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Let us not on your nose. Thought you'd want to know. In trouble, are we? Been up to that?
meth in the bathroom? Whoa!
Revelio. Leviosa. You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Nice.
Revelio.
This guy's or anything to say.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. How nice to see you, my young friend.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Leviosa.
To remind him that he was alive.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
That looks extremely comfortable.
Leviosa. Suit yourself. I might even miss you.
Okay.
Let her finish. There might be a compliment in there somewhere for me.
Need to prepare for just yet.
Watch yourself.
God dang.
Peeves! Enough! You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black!
Leviosa. Revelio.
doing that.
Lumos.
Is this telling me like what this says? Yes.
Revelio.
I can't tell what I got.
What are you up to now?
I don't think owls make very good pets. You can't snuggle up to them the way you can with a cat.
I doubt there's ever been a headmaster as hated as Black. Dubious honor indeed.
Revelio.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Splendid! Stay focused. Excellent control there. Very good. Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure, yeah. Are you taking turns? Are you taking turns? Girl, you don't get out there.
That's it! Watch this!
That is how it's done.
Not to worry.
Here we go! Nicely done.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Excellent control there.
Watch this. There we go. Quite impressive. Let us see this. Concentrate, Natsai.
Oh, too hard.
Happens to the best of us. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronen wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
You're a new student, so you gotta do triple the work.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Samantha.
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronen.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it here for now. Make some breakfast. That's pretty cool. Oh, excuse me.